The Umayyad Caliphate from 661 to 750 CE stands as one of the most significant dynasties in Islamic history. They were responsible for establishing an empire that spanned across 3 continents, from Spain in the west to India in the east. This remarkable period was marked by rapid expansion, innovative governance, and the development of a vast multicultural society. Understanding the Umayyad dynasty's approach to expansion and governance provides insight into how they maintained such a vast and diverse empire. The Umayyad Caliphate began with the leadership of Muawiya ibn Abi Sufyan, who became the caliph after the assassination of Ali, the 4th caliph of Islam. Muawiya relocated the capital from Medina to Damascus, marking a shift in the political and cultural hub of the Islamic world. The Umayyad rulers were members of the Quraysh tribe, hailing from Mecca, and claimed kinship with the Prophet Muhammad, which provided them with both religious legitimacy and political power. The Umayyads were skilled military strategists who leveraged their knowledge of desert warfare, naval technology, and alliances with local powers to expand their empire. Key elements of their expansion include westward expansion into North Africa and Spain. The Umayyads extended their reach across North Africa, conquering territories held by the Byzantine Empire and various Berber tribes. By 711 CE, Muslim armies under the command of Tariq ibn Ziyad crossed the Strait of Gibraltar and began their conquest of the Iberian Peninsula. This campaign led to the establishment of Al-Andalus, a region that would become a center of Islamic culture and learning. Eastward expansion into Central Asia and the Indian subcontinent. The Umayyad forces pushed eastward, reaching the Indian subcontinent and Central Asia. Notable victories in modern-day Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Uzbekistan allowed the caliphate to stretch its influence well into Asia. These expansions not only spread Islam but also facilitated trade, as the Umayyad territory encompassed major trade routes connecting East Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Campaigns against the Byzantine Empire. While the Byzantines held strong in some areas, particularly Constantinople, the Umayyads managed to capture many territories occupied by Byzantine, including Syria, Egypt, and parts of Anatolia. These territories became vital economic and cultural hubs within the Islamic Empire. Managing a vast multicultural empire required administrative foresight. The Umayyads established several governance strategies to ensure stability and efficiency, centralized governance with local autonomy. The Umayyads maintained a centralized government in Damascus, but allowed significant autonomy to local rulers, because the first objective is to propagate Islam on these populations. Local leaders, or wali, governors, were appointed to oversee various provinces, allowing for efficient administration without imposing direct rule on all regions. Taxation and revenue collection. To fund the vast empire, the Umayyads implemented a sophisticated tax system that included the zakat, a tax on Muslims with a religious side, and jizya, a tax on non-Muslims, and kharaj, a land tax. This taxation system allowed the empire to benefit from diverse economies to pave roads, develop the postal system, build basic facilities, and equip armies, and the social justice between Muslims and non-Muslims encouraged the spread of Islam. Language and bureaucracy. The Umayyads promoted Arabic as the official language, which unified administration across diverse regions and facilitated communication and record-keeping. Arabic was also the language of Islamic scholarship and governance, which further strengthened the empire's cohesion. The Umayyad Caliphate was one of the earliest empires to govern a multicultural society that included Arabs, Berbers, Persians, Christians, Jews, and Zoroastrians. The Umayyads fostered cultural exchange, allowing religious and ethnic communities to maintain their traditions and participate in society. However, the Umayyads did favor Arab Muslims and their loyalists for key administrative roles, leading to some tensions with Arab and non-Arab Muslims, particularly the Persian population, who would later play a significant role in the Abbasid Revolution. The Umayyads are known for their architectural achievements, which reflected both Islamic and pre-Islamic influences. Notable examples include the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. This monumental shrine was completed in 691 CE and remains one of the most significant architectural achievements of the Umayyad period. The Dome of the Rock is an architectural and spiritual symbol of Islam, representing the Umayyads' desire to solidify Islamic identity in Jerusalem. Despite their achievements, the Umayyads faced internal and external challenges that led to their decline. The favoritism shown toward Arab Muslims led to resentment among non-Arab Muslims, especially Persians who felt marginalized. This discontent contributed to the Abbasid Revolution in 750 CE, which overthrew the Umayyad dynasty and established the Abbasid Caliphate. However, a branch of the Umayyad family escaped to Spain and established an independent Umayyad emirate in Cordoba, which would become a beacon of learning and culture in Europe. The Umayyad Caliphate's legacy lives on in the foundations they laid for Islamic governance, administration, and architecture. Their expansive reach brought diverse peoples and cultures under a unified Islamic rule, fostering an environment where trade, knowledge, and culture could flourish. They pioneered administrative systems that would influence subsequent Islamic dynasties and contributed to the rich multicultural tapestry of the Islamic Golden Age. The Umayyad Caliphate exemplifies how rapid expansion and adaptable governance can transform a region into a thriving civilization with lasting impact. Through their strategic expansion, administrative innovations, and cultural integration, the Umayyads set the stage for the future of the Islamic world, leaving an indelible mark on history.